Good day, one and all. We're in the town of Loughborough today to see the parish. I'll try and get in a shot there. Very impressive. I'm not really interested by the insides, as the outside is impressive enough. The town itself is very known for this parish, so I wanted to get some shots of the outside and later go on to the Crematorium, which is also very huge. Also want to bring up the issue as well that this week not only has been good weather, but it also has been a good health week for myself. Whether or not I brought into account recently, I suffer from the disorder colitis, and it does disabilitate me a lot. When I have a good week, I like to go out and film and do as much as I can. About a year ago in my vlogs, you probably noticed I was extremely thin. I just lost tons of weight through the problem. If you're not aware of it, then I'm making you aware. Not to bring down the vlog too much, but just making it known that once I get well, anybody who has colitis understands this, you can go out and do everything you want, so yay for spontaneity. Anyway, there's a really good shot here of the parish. A lot of starlings on the top of it, so not really bothered about the history of it, so we're going to go and look around at the outside and the amazing gravestones that are around. This graveyard is extremely unusual. It looks like they've moved all the gravestones and put them where they felt like, if I can get it in shot here. All of them have just been put all kind of square to each other, so they've all been taken out the ground and then reshuffled. It's pretty cool, it looks like an art installation. Here I am inside the graves! And they're all these amazing tall slate graves. Wow, look at that one. Gonna have to definitely start getting my camera clicking for some amazing shots here. Goes all the way around. Tree right in the centre here, and around the outside of that there's, well, I'm not going to say that they're the original grave sites because each one is kind of sandwiched next to another one. So here we have the original, and then there's one backing it, and they're all like that. So I think that's just an aesthetic really, to keep them all propped up. Not only that, but the outside is completely gravestone. I'll show you a closer look by going down here. So all the edge, I feel kind of bad walking on them to be honest. All the edge, all the way around. These gravestones, wow. And this part here is pretty cool too, since they're using all the gravestones to get the bush back. At least they have a use, even now they're in death. Nice little shady spot under this cherry tree. And they just keep going. Some really awesome design around the bottom here. It looks newer than the rest of it, but it's really cool, like decks of cards almost. Physically thin. It's all the way around the bottom. I take it this will be the main entrance when it is open. amazing old lamppost here as well. It says 1864 and Anno Domini around the bottom. So there we go for dates and iron gates here. I'm just amazed still that the graves still keep going. And then when you get to the edge here, they go all the way down the edge of there as well. So just to finish, let's get a beautiful shot front here with all the starlings on it. As these ones are laying in the ground flat, you can see where the line was, where they used to be in the ground, where it's all eroded away. You can see that on all of them. So the bottom part, as you can see, would have been underneath the ground. So on that note, since we have traversed the terrain around these gravestone covered floors, I'm going to make my way to the crematorium now for more gravestones, possibly more new though, not as old as this. A lot of these are from 1800s, but I'm just amazed. Such a stunning collection. So, let's say goodbye to this area and on to the next. Whew. Okay, I made it. Loughborough Crematorium. Thank you to the lovely old gentleman that offered me a lift to get up here and was very shocked I wanted to go to crematorium. I was like, not thinking of jumping in, are you? I was like, no, it's alright. Anyway, we're here at the central area, the actual crematorium itself. And after that mighty long trek, I deserve a sit down. And I'm going to have a currant bun. That's my reward. And then we'll go look around. So bear with me whilst I have a wee snack. Right, whilst I'm chillaxing with my bun. We've got the main crematorium here, and it all seems to be based around this kind of a circular island and all the trees that line the middle. And then around the outside there's all the older graves, and I'm just chilling with Jane Smith. What a most default name can you get? Just chillaxing. Thanks for letting me use your grave as a seat, Jane Smith. Anyway, seems to be a few tombs over there, but they're the usual cross-like graves. Nothing too historic, really. There is a military base nearby, which makes sense why I kept hearing drums going off all the time. Doosh, 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 doosh. I was like, what the hell is that? So, I'll go and have a look at the graves as we speak. There's an oldest patch here, it looks like. Most of it is very well kept. I can see one military grave there, singular one. But there's all this patch here that hasn't been mown. Still in the 90s. Oh, there's a few at the back there, 1800s. But they're obviously too old to be mown around without them being knocked down. They look very pretty, being unmown actually. We got tombage. Pretty awesome tomb. It looks like a vampire should live within this one. Look at that. Angular. Some older posts of what used to be a grave there. And a lot of these in this area are all sunken into the ground, as this tomb right here suggests. Look at that. It's all fallen in. Oh. This is kind of sweet. Don't really know why it's happened, as there's no pine tree around here. But Alice Pritchard has a grave full of pine cones. You can see all around, no pine cones. It's all filled with them. Filled with pine cones. In the corner here we have a great big tree that's just sheltering all the graves that are in this corner. How huge that is. I think it's it is a type of pine tree. And all these built around the bottom of it, probably when it was a really tiny tree. Around the edge there's all of these Loughborough sewage points. There's tons of them around the edge, thus showing the history of this area. Very interesting. I mean, there's old points in the ground, and also many squirrels. Where you going, little guy? I see you going up the tree. So I've walked all the way around the edge of this side now, and we have the old iron gates, and this is the other end that leads up into the crematorium itself. This is quite cool. They've got the old wrought iron turnstile. Shall I try going through? Shall we see if I get stuck? No, there's no way that's moving. But it is an amazing piece of history. And as I get to this side, I realise on the other side there's even more graves. I think they're the more modern side though. I'll take a brief look because I'm more interested in the older side of it, but I'll probably wrap up on that side. And the poor left to just fall to pieces area of the graveyard. I actually have no idea how this happened. There's a lot of crosses in this section, but look at this giant rock. How did this fall? It could have just fallen on its own. There's a lot of scrapage along the top, so I'm imagining that they might have tried to move it and just tipped it up. It's a good job there's nobody left alive from that gravestone anymore, isn't there? Alright everybody, that's gonna be the end of this Loughborough cemetery seek, because I believe that I found all cemeteries to be sought, no matter how far away or near to the centre. So the parish that I went to first, very close to the train station. You can see it from the train station actually, whereas this crematorium and cemetery is a bit of a further walk. So I would suggest getting a bus here, as there is a bus stop outside the gates. I walked because I love walking, but if you're not of the walking type, then you can just get a bus straight here. So for me it is goodbye from this wonderful sunny day in Loughborough. I hope you've enjoyed finding out the history as I have too. So from me it is goodbye till the next time.